Welcome to Bums on Seats, where top marketers answer our questions about the marketing landscape. But we'd love to know what questions you'd ask. Just click on the link to give us your questions. Now here's our latest episode. So, you've got a magic wand, you can wave it over marketing. What changes would you make? What improvements? How would you change or shake things up?
I still think there's a lot of improvement to be made in understanding the different relationships that customers and guests have between online and offline media. I think clearly we can do a lot with tracking and reporting in the online space today and understand different customer journeys across different online channels. But in the offline space, I think we're still using some quite traditional methods of measuring and analysing. Now, we've done some work over the last couple of years with econometrics and trying to understand the relationship between your marketing impact and your sales results. But there's still a lot more I think we could do there. I think it's more to do with how customer behaviour is changing. There's a proliferation of channels that they can interact with us as a company now. Go back only 10 years and it was you phone the call centre and it was a very simple communication channel. Now with the rise of different social media channels, our guests choosing to email us, web chat, obviously our online space, mobile, trying to understand how a single guest is interacting with us across those different channels, as well as talking to our team at our hotels, becomes more challenging. And I don't think perhaps we've found a solution yet of trying to understand all that data.
I think there is a danger of over-analysis that we can get ourselves into in terms of the seeking true return on investment. There are certain things you can't put an absolute value on that's just inherently you feel it's right, and you have to have enough of them going on. I think the way you create too much analysis, it creates paralysis. So for me, it's about the right level of reporting, it's about the right level of understanding, but still having to take a risk and still putting something out there because you think it was just good. It will work, but it's how that's harnessed. I think sometimes there is especially in a time where there's an economic downturn, it's too much of a focus on the analysis as opposed to the doing. Mm-hmm. And actually that can be preventative in terms of taking any action.
A superior enough model to understand behaviours, desires, consumption occasions. In effect, it could open up a myriad of opportunities rather than just saying there's only two different ways of doing it. I've got a feeling it would be more of a myriad.
There are occasions in businesses where they're afraid of taking that risk. So marketeers have to be guardians of that. If you truly believe in it, you have to stand forth. Clearly put the effort in terms of eliminating what those concerns might be and having a logic behind that. But at the same time, a lot of it's grounded in instinct and about the passion, and it's having that conviction.
In a perfect world, if we could find a way for a non-intrusive, non-exploitative way of marketing to people that gives them everything they want at the time they want it. And it sounds sinister, but if you could have that perfect delivery, if people need and want things at different times, if you can find that perfect delivery through some sort of monitoring of emotions or some sort of understanding of behaviour, I think that would be amazing. I think maybe it might actually make marketeers redundant because it could be all automated. But to have that perfect match of supply and demand of emotions going crazy or functions going crazy, wanting something versus I'll supply it to you when you want it, how you want it, for the right price, would be just phenomenal. I'm working on it.
Yeah.